Hygiene 21-day certification course. So today is the first day of this program, and we have opened it to all of you health seekers who are interested to know more about how the body can heal itself and regenerate itself naturally. So we have an exciting 1.5 to 2 hour session planned today where we'll be sharing a lot of in-depth information, and we hope you can stay till the end of the program and hear what we have to say. So, a little bit about Wellcure for those of you new to our platform. Wellcure is an online health platform. We are India's leading nature cure platform. We help you live a disease and a medicine free life. So, that is our motto. We provide consultation services. We have medical and nutritional one on one coaching services. We also do e-learning programs such as this one. We do group coaching programs for many common health conditions like liver conditions, like diabetes, blood pressure, and so on. We also have a lot of information on our website. We encourage all of you to visit us on wellcure.com. We have natural healing journeys of people who have reversed their health conditions naturally and are living today a life free of any medicines. So they were told that they had to be on medicines for lifelong, but you can, you can read those stories and be encouraged, understand more how these people went against the norm, adopted natural healing, and are living life today holistically without any medicines. Then we have a lot of information on healthy recipes. Then we also have an extensive Q&A database, and we also have many e-programs and recorded programs. So we have transformed the health of more than 350,000 users. We have conducted thousands of hours of health courses. We also do cooking courses. And then we have a lot of people on our panel who are from the natural health community. So please do visit us on wellcure.com. And moving ahead, just to introduce myself, I'm Asha Shivaram. So Dr. Prashanthi and myself, we are the hosts of this program. I'm a nature cure expert and I'm also a part of the Wellcure team. I've completed my diploma in natural hygiene, and I'm going to also be shortly sharing my story of how I came across this health science. So I'm part of the Wellcure team and I'm going to be there with all of you throughout the 21 days, helping you, learn more and share more information and all that we have learned through our own health issues. So, a little bit about myself. I had a difficult second pregnancy. I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism and I was taking medicines. In addition to that, I had severe backache, I had slip disc. Then I was also going through heart palpitations, which was diagnosed as anxiety. I had hormonal issues, hair fall, and gut issues. So I was going through a lot of suffering, and I would call myself somebody who was very health concerned, but obviously I was getting my health information from all the wrong sources. In addition to that, there were a lot of things around me which made me more scared about health issues. So my parents were sick, both of them had diabetes, almost all my relatives were diabetic. My husband was also diagnosed with psoriasis. My son used to frequently fall ill with cough, ear infections, and skin issues. And every month, either for my second one or my first one, I would be at the doctor, getting some sort of syrup or medicine or injections. And my son was also diagnosed with a hearing impairment after the age of 4 years, and this really took a toll on me. But somewhere at the back of my mind, I was on the search for truth. So I was wondering, these routine doctor visits, diagnostics, spending a lot of money and time at the doctors, waiting for doctors to tell us what was wrong. But even with all this, there were no answers or solutions. So the problems just kept mounting up. I was lost, confused, dazed, and very fearful and scared. So it was like being rudderless, and I was really wondering, is this the right way of living? Where am I going wrong? Is this how nature intended us to be? How come other animals in the wild are living, a life full of health? Why are all of us suffering so much, right? So my quest led me to more and more resources. I kept my intention that I want to learn more about natural health and somehow get the answers I was looking for. So I started researching on natural healing methods on the internet, and then I came across a lot of information which I never knew existed. In fact, these books which you see here on the right side, they were written many decades ago, some even a century ago, but we never knew about this. We were never taught about this. All that we knew was germs cause diseases, and it is normal to fall ill as you age, right? Diseases are heredity. So many myths which I discovered are actually just myths. They are not the truth. Our body has been magnificently built to last in good health as long as we live. So these books like The Mucusless Diet Healing System by Professor Arnold Ehret, Return to Nature by Adolf Just, The China Study, Toxemia Explained by Dr. J.H. Tilden. These were all eye-revealing books, and it taught me so much more about the way to natural health. So with the help of this information, I started shifting my diet. I also changed other factors in my life, like connecting to nature and so on. And I experienced a lot of self healing. I understood that my body has the power to heal itself. And I also saw, almost miraculous healing happening with my father. My son's issues got so much better. My husband healed from psoriasis, so he was no longer dependent on medicines. I understood that many of these things, like heredity, is just a myth. So more reading and courses, and then I started helping people for free, giving free talks in schools, and I met other health practitioners who were on the same natural path. One of them is Dr. Prashanthi, and together we did more research, more learning, understanding, doing it on ourselves, our family and friends. And our intention to help more people on this path gave birth to so many courses. We started with group coaching programs, then we started doing one-on-one health coaching, and we saw like really amazing recovery of people who came to us with advanced stages of autoimmune diseases. So that has been a real eye opener. And so our practice of coaching, education, doing retreats, and also helping people heal mentally and realizing the amazing properties of their own body. So this has been a wonderful journey, and our sincere thanks to health seekers like you who have helped us also on this journey of learning more and more, right? So, I would also like to now welcome and introduce Dr. Prashanthi Atluri. Dr. Prashanthi is a cardiovascular disease specialist. She is an allopath. She is having more than 23 years of experience in internal medicine and cardiology. She practices in New Orleans, in Louisiana, in the US, and she is really one of those rare doctors who has extensive in-depth experience and knowledge of both the nature cure lifestyle and the allopathic lifestyle, and hence she is able to merge this experience and help people go drug free by getting them on the path to a natural lifestyle and helping them reverse diseases with diet and a proper natural lifestyle. So this is now her path and her her way to give back to society. And we both met online, and it has been a wonderful collaboration and friendship so far. So I welcome Dr. Prashanthi to today's program. So Dr. Prashanthi, you are there.
Yeah. Hi. Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing? Am I audible? Like I'm outside, so I'm just trying to see if I have enough proper reception.
Yes, you have.
Okay, good. Very good. So how is everyone doing? Are you guys familiar with Wellcure? Have you ever been to any of our workshops, or did you take any kind of courses from us? So what brings you here today? Any idea? Like, Sumit is saying yes. So what kind of a course, what kind of course did you take? Because majority of them, what happens is it's just the same people who really like the way we are treating and how good it is, and then how good they start feeling, and then they want to learn more and more about health. So they tend to keep coming back to the courses, want to learn more about everything, and then they started feeling better. They start feeling better, and then they bring in their family members. The whole Ponzi scheme. That's how it works. Then the family, then the friends, and many people are going to keep coming to us. So now I just want to know how, how much time taking. What is this one? So anyway, what brings you here? What brings you here to to understand more about it? Are you somebody who want to build up health? Are you one of those practitioners who is trying to learn new and how to want to learn new knowledge, or it's just I just want to know a little bit? Are you a nutritionist? Just tell us what brings you here. So we are 80 people here, so 80 of you must be having something or the other going on with you with regards to health, so that has brought you here. So tell us more about what is going on. Then medicine can use or stop. Prachi is saying homeopathic consultant and a nutritionist, learn natural healing in detail, and autoimmune course. She is saying, then Sumit is saying attending, and then some other people. Okay. So, okay, we are going to be talking more and more about what is health and how it is, how things are going to be. Next slide. Next slide. So as a little bit about myself, as Asha has mentioned. So I'm a mother, and then mother of two kids. My kids are right now, they're 18, and then the other one is 12. And then I started this journey like almost 10 years ago, when my older daughter, she was almost 7, 8. That's when she was starting to see a lot of health crisis and then gut issues and other issues. And then they said she has an X, Y, and Z diagnosis. Then I was like, this diagnosis and in a small child, what are you guys talking about? It doesn't even make sense to me what you guys are talking about. And then they told me that I have to put her on some amount of medication. And then they told me about all the side effects of the drug. And I'm like, this is not convincing enough. What are you talking about? So now I want to quote this quote of a patient, like my cousin. She's a pediatrician herself. And then years have gone by. And then one day I was talking to her. And then her son was having health issues. Then she just made a statement: unless you're a patient in the system, you won't know how murky it is, how deep it is, and how we are going to, how what the other patients are going through. So she herself was a doctor, but then she was really like the treatment that was given by the so-called medical system, whatever it was, the treatment in the sense like how they dealt with her, it just made her feel so terrible, so bad, so poor, to a point that she herself was like, oh my god, this system is really new, it's so crazy, it's so terrible. And then she understood what it is to be a patient. So that was me. And once I was they were telling me how to put all these drugs, and then all the side effects, and then they told me that it's normal to have a side effect. I was like, this is not going to work out with me. I'm not going to intentionally poison my daughter. This, you guys going to take your medicines, shove them down your throat, but I'm not going to deal with this. No matter what the diagnosis is, I'm going to figure out the root of the issue. Why is this happening? Because she never had this. So I'm going to try to figure out the root. So the root causes of all the diseases, how there is a reason why people have a disease, X, Y, and Z diagnosis and a disease. We have to go to the root of the issue in order to figure out what is happening. That's the one that we have to address, and not the superficial things that are popping up. So that's where my journey started. And then one thing at a time, we started into sustainability. We looked into organic foods, and then I met Asha when in one of the vegan, in one of the groups that were talking about nutrition and then the diet and all kinds of things. And I was just like, Asha has this particular way of, like, asking questions and all. Somehow her method attracted me. So I started following her, I started asking her questions, and then she just sent me this beautiful science my way. It's called Natural Hygiene or Nature Cures. And then she just provided like few books and then few like small booklets of these books. And for me, as an allopath, the questions that were there are lingering around, that I know nothing was like, making sense to me anymore. Once I started reading all those books and then connecting all the dots, everything fell into place like a puzzle pieces, the puzzle pieces that were all around. And then once you start making the puzzle, then you keep wanting to build it up, wanting to finish it up. So that's how the clarity of thought, like everything has come into me. And I was like 10 years, here I am trying to, like, talk to you, talk to everybody, treating patients this way. And then of course my child healed and my health has improved. Everything around me is like, thriving. That's what I would say. Everything around me is thriving. Everybody that comes into my contact, who I am, like, guiding them, doctoring them, is thriving at this point. So I'm very happy, and I'm very thankful to Asha as well as to Wellcure for providing me this beautiful opportunity to reach out to more and more in order to, like, tell them about this beautiful science called natural hygiene. And that's what we are going to be sharing during this entire course that is going to start in next few days. So welcome on board, everybody. So, but do tell us about yourself. What happened? Why are you here? There usually people don't come and sit in a health course unless they have something really, like, pressing that is happening to them, or some kind of, like, they need to get better. So somehow the universe aligns you up with natural hygiene. There is a strong pull. So yeah, talk to us more. Tell us more. Next slide, Asha. So Aishwarya is saying gut issues. Aishwarya, didn't you come to this course before? And hair fall, gut issues. So yeah, so there is all lot of reason why you had all these things. So you have to get to the root of the issue. It's not like you're going to have gut issues just like that. It's not like you're going to have a hair fall just like that, or eczema, for example. Avani is talking about eczema just like that. There are deeper issues. You have to get to the root of the issues in order to see what is happening. Okay. So my journey, so again, they told me about these medications, and they gave these diagnoses, then they told me about the side effects. Then they told us, like, if the symptoms are not good, they're going to improve, but then you have to tolerate the side effects. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You want me to trade off one symptom with another side effect of another symptom? This doesn't make any sense. And just like our Asha has mentioned, right, the books that influenced me, there are many books, but one of the main important book was health, like, the hygienic care of children. That, because I mean, I was dealing with my child. And then there was something called a Feingold diet, Feingold. But that was like a starting point where I started, but then I kind of like branched out into many other things. And then Toxemia Explained is another beautiful book. So you guys have to, like, now that we are giving out all this information, start working on yourself, but do not run pillar to post, because there is no answer over there. They never will answer any of your questions. So Mayank is saying how to cope up with health anxiety. I'm thinking that one may have this disease or not, and like that, even though one is very fit. Kindly tell in detail. So Mayank, this is nothing. This health anxiety is nothing but the fear, lack of proper health education. All the amount of education you guys have, what you think as a health education is not really health education. Is about sick care and how to do medications and how to do testing, but you need to know more about how health is built up, because health and disease do not exist in the same body. Fear and empowerment do not exist in the same person. So Neha is saying, this is my first time coming to Wellcure. Welcome, Neha. I'm a strong believer in food as medicine. Currently, I'm dealing with perimenopause issues. Okay, that's very simple to address if you understand how you have to build up health, how you have to nourish yourself, how you have to take care of yourself. All right, next slide. So then again, allopathy is always about stages of different diagnosis. Oh, you have a headache. The headache can be migraine, tension, etc., etc. And then if you have a migraine headache, then we are going to give you this medication. If you have a tension headache, you're going to give you this medication. Or you have acidity in your tummy. Oh, okay, this acidity could be H. pylori, it could be gastric ulcer, it could be alcohol, it could be medication, whatever it is. And then they're like, oh, take this antacid medication. Or you've been having constipation, this constipation could be take this laxative. But then you'll be like, but why do I have acidity? You need to tell me why I have acidity so that I'm not going to go get more acidity. Because if I don't know, then how will I even correct this acidity? Why do I have constipation? You're telling me to take a medication. Okay, I will take it. But why? Why? The root cause of the whole thing is totally missing in allopathic way. Then what happens is the constipation builds up, then the heart palpitations come in, then the acidity comes in, then the eczema comes in, then the hair fall comes in. And then they're going to add more and more diagnosis, more and more medications, more and more burden of multiple issues, then the complications, then they're going to say, oh, it's okay, this condition is going to get progressive. Then the eyes will be affected, kidneys or the heart or any other part. And then they will tell you, oh, we have a dialysis machine. Oh, we have a surgical approach. We have this and that. But then you are like, listen, I have been coming to you for 5 years. You told me that, you told me to take all this stuff and I've been taking them, but nothing got better. One at a time, you're removing each of my organ, or you're telling me that my important organs are being affected. You guys need to do something about it. And then finally, they're going to say, this is the condition, what it is. It's going to get progressive. We don't know what to do, but we have medication, we have treatment, we have surgical options. So do not get into this roller coaster ride. Do not get into this chakkar of more specialists, more testing, more diagnosis, because it's not going to help you. I'm going to be very frank with you. It's not going to help you other than building up health anxiety or sickness anxiety. It's not even health anxiety. It is a phobia about disease, and then you guys are going to write off your life or outsource your health or your life to some other authority who has no idea what they're doing. I'll tell you why they don't have any idea what they're doing in a second, but this is what it is. You have to undo lot of things. You have to unlearn lot of things in order to build up health. And it's not that hard. It is very easy. It's already been laid out for us in the form of this beautiful science of natural hygiene, the regenerative science. That's what we call it as holistic natural health building and regenerative science. That's what this whole thing is all about. Next. So then what, so majority of you are saying you've been like, you are having health anxiety, you are having so many health issues, and then you have no idea how to fix this all. No idea how to even take care of all these things. That's the reason why you are here. I'm sure you've been like, you're gone to pillar to post. How many specialists you have seen? And some of you are saying you're a homeopath, you're a yoga specialist, or you're a nutritionist, and you want to know more about it. Yes, this so again, anyone who wants to do changes, add more changes to their current practice. Are you a doctor? Are you a medical doctor? Medical students? Usually we are seeing a lot of young medical students who are coming to us for coaching because they're totally clueless about what they are teaching them in the hospitals. And then the patients are not getting better. So the critical thinker in them is waking up and they want to know. And when a mind is not conditioned that much, it's easy to ask questions and to learn these things. So know a little bit and wish to deepen your knowledge, would like to help more clients, more patients, and get better results, and want to help my family and community with holistic healing because everyone around me is so sick. They're dealing with so much, and I want to know so that I want to help them out. I want to help myself out because I'm also going through a lot, but there is no other white coat or no other pati was able to help me at this point. And I'm trying to look for a new career because I'm so tired of doing the same job again and again. I'm a medical student or a doctor or a dentist. I just want to know. I really wholeheartedly want to know why so much of sickness. Is there a way I can see my patients go through all this? I want to do something more. So who are you? What category are you from? See, silence, you guys can be silent, but I am, I can tell you, the more you participate, the more it is going to help you. So Keisha is saying, I'm actively trying to conceive, but my weight is shooting up and I'm worried due to that. This course is the best one because we're going to be teaching you about the nutrition that needs to go in order to have a healthy outcome, for conception and a healthy pregnancy. So Sonia is saying, my hubby is having little bit blood pressure and cholesterol. Yeah, for little bit of blood pressure and cholesterol or any bit of blood pressure and cholesterol, you have to address it at the root cause. But you cannot, as a cardiologist, I'm telling you, you cannot keep masking it with more and more drugging. Next slide. So Tejas is saying, I have a condition where they advise to cut out a large part of the ascending colon without any surety of curing my condition. I don't want them to go in and start chopping things out, and they say there will be side effects. Yeah, every procedure is a side effect. But have you ever figured out what the root of the issue is or why this is happening? Maybe we can just fix it by 100% of the times. If you address the root of these issues, everything in the body is going to be fixed. So here we start. Come forth into the light of things. Let nature be your teacher. So there is nothing greater or higher power than nature in order to understand, in order to teach us how to live well, how to live happily, and how to attain our health back. So then we're going to kickstart this program and we will know more about it. So there are people who came in from our own coaching programs today. So for example, Shiv is here who is trying to build up more trust, more confidence. He's already doing a whole lot and he's doing a whole lot and he's already feeling a whole lot better. He was one among you with lot of health anxiety. For the past 4 years, he was not even past 5 years, he has gone through a lot. Even prior to that, just because he didn't know what to eat, how to eat, what is going on with him, he has gone through a lot of health crisis and all. But look at him, how well he's doing. In 6 weeks' time, lot of improvements, and he's also able to understand what we eat. And our health depends upon what we put in our mouth and how we'll live. That's the only two factors that is going to change, that is going to help us out at this point. So next slide. So we will be teaching you about everything, how we live, everything external and the internal part. So today's agenda, quickly, I'm going to go over. We're going to be teaching you the principles of natural healing, then various stages of disease and how it manifests in the body. This various stages of disease, very few people, no allopath knows about it. I think homeopathy teaches a little bit about it. Ayurvedic also teaches a little bit about it. But what is happening is with homeo and Ayurvedic world, they are doing a fusion science. They are fusing with allopathic science and they are diluting their beautiful science. And that is the reason why there is so much confusion among Ayurvedic doctors as well as homeopathic doctors. Then modern diagnostics, how they are causing more trouble to us, as well as medical treatments and how do they impact the body, and how does body actually heal, as well as medical and natural versus natural healing approach, how different are they and how important it is at every aspect of our life to only approach natural methods, and then decode the core concept and how they help in healing. So we are going to talk about prana force, prana shakti, and low vital economy and everything. So quickly, these concepts, again, you guys have to, we are teaching you. So we are teaching you all this very important science at this point, very, very important science. So these are very new concepts for you. So we want you to sit down and pay full attention to this in order to understand how disease builds up. So yeah, Sakina, we will be giving you a meal plan. Mamidi is saying practicing in Jamshedpur. So, and Aishwarya is saying, I'm doing a PhD in ovarian cancer. The health of patients remain very poor even after chemotherapy. So for them, very good, very good. So Mamidi is a homeopathic doctor from Maharashtra University. So welcome on board to all these practitioners and health practitioners. So we're going to kickstart our program today with this information. But again, you have to write it down. We will be sending you a lot of course material. It's not a difficult course material. It's not like, oh my God, this is total rocket science. I have no idea. So no, this is simple. If you can like observe what is happening in nature, then we are going to apply it inside our body in order to get over this health anxiety and to understand how to live well. So Shilpi is saying, I was diagnosed with hyperthyroid. I did not want to have modern medicine. Well, is this really hyperthyroid? Maybe. Maybe it's because of some other issues, multiple things that are going on wrong with you that your health practitioner never mentioned to you. And I'm telling you, there is nothing like a hyperthyroid. You just have to cure yourself, fix yourself at the root of the issues. Then Baswaraj is saying, I have vitiligo patches on both hands for 3 years, tried all treatments, no improvement, 67 years old. So yeah, this is like, we will talk more about skin, in depth about skin during this entire course. It will give you an idea about what is happening to you. So, and then how you can fix it about at the root of the, fix it at the root of the issue. Next slide. So who is going to benefit quickly? It's a yoga if you're into yoga practice and if you are a yoga practitioner, see, all your patients are going to be coming. They're going to be talking about their digestive issues, joint issues, their health issues. Majority of the time, people usually they get into yoga when they're very health conscious and when they want to get better with their health. Or then you will be able to tell them, you will have a 360-degree view of their health after you take this course in order to understand about the root cause of their issues. You will be able to tell them more and they will have more faith and then the trust in the process, and they will be able to happily do more and more coaching and training under you. If you're into beauty courses, or beauty care, if you're into fitness world, or if you're a wellness professional, as I said, allopaths, homeopaths, homemakers, parents, lot of parents need this education because you guys are going to be told XY, like similar to what happened to me. See, I was an allopath myself and they were bullying me. They were telling me that there is something wrong with my child. And here I go. I proved them all wrong. 10 years, but this beautiful 10 years is totally worth my lifetime. And I will do anything again and again for the same thing. But this has been a beautiful journey. So for parents also, this is going to be very helpful. And if you are retired and if you want to know more about it, because you want to know more about grandchildren, about your own children, about everybody, it's going to be very helpful. So then mental health advocates, because mental health is nothing but physical health. If the systemic health is failing, no amount of meditation, no amount of Reiki, no amount is going to help these patients until and unless you correct what is going on inside them. Anyone passionate about enhancing well-being and resilience and sustainability, and you are the critical thinkers, and you want to be the change makers. So this is for each and every one of you who is interested in health building and empowerment movement. So next slide.
Yeah, so Dr. Prashanthi, I can explain this. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the course we are conducting. This is the first class of the course. This is a 21-day certification course. So there will be 3 sessions every week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday between 6:30 to 8:30. So it's a 2 hours per session. So totally, you will get you will get around 20 hours. So there will be recordings of all the sessions given in case you miss any session. We will also be giving a few practical assignments. So this course is designed in such a way that not only will you learn more, get rid of health anxiety, understand the root cause of your problems, but you will also heal along the way, right? So we will teach you how to cook, how to plate your meals, what should be the proportion of different things, how to use different kinds of therapies, how to deal with pain, all these things, right? So the entire thing, which we have gathered over all these years of experience, which we have taken from different books, from our own practical experience, and made it more implementable and practical for all of you. We will also be giving reading materials. So don't worry, it's not going to be a lot of intensive reading, but a little bit every day. Then we will also be giving you summary handouts of each session and ongoing WhatsApp support during the entire 21 days. So this is an intensive course and it's you're going to really enjoy this course. We have done I think 6 or 7 sessions, and for every session people have come and attended in person and really enjoyed the classes. So the syllabus is on the first day, which is today. We are going to be talking about how does the body heal, what is the prana shakti, what is vitality, how to conserve the energy, what is the difference between medical and natural approach. And then this will continue even a little bit to the second session, and we'll also get into nutrition. We're going to understand what is nutrition. Is nutrition the same as diet? So what is the role of correct nutrition? How does your gut how does your gut deal with the different components of your food? What is important to build your gut health? And we will also understand that a lot of things start from the gut. A lot of health issues start because of the wrong food combining we are doing, or the wrong way of eating wrong quantities, or not eating the right food at the right time. So we will teach you all these things with proper case studies, with references from books, and then we will teach you how to prepare live foods, interesting recipes. We'll bust some popular myths, and we'll also be giving you a diet plan for healing. So we are going to continue nutrition and then also add in heliotherapy, which is using the power of the sun to heal from pain, to deal with mental issues, and so on and so forth. We are also going to be sharing case studies and scientific papers in every session. And then the role of mental balance, which is very, very important. So we many problems may start in the physical domain, but then we make it worse by overthinking about it, by having many kinds of fears about it, just like I had, and just like many of you are talking about in the chat. So you will understand how the what is the role of the mind, how does the energy required for processing our thoughts, how does it affect our health, and how can we restore the balance through some simple strategies. We will understand all these things. Then session 5 is about fasting therapy, which is a very important topic. How does fasting help in healing? How can we start in small steps with fasting? And how can we see fast progress in so many so-called complicated health issues with fasting? Then rest therapy, how to sleep, what is the cause for sleep disturbances, how to correct it, what are the right conditions of sleep, then how to take micro breaks during the course of a day, then exercise, breathing, how to breathe properly, natural ways of movement, then hydrotherapy, which is using the power of water to help heal ourselves, how to apply different temperatures of water, different modes of hydrotherapy for different health conditions. We will talk about all these things, and then we will also cover the root cause analysis of some very common health conditions like diabetes, hypertension. In session 9, we will continue that with fibroids, thyroid, arthritis, psoriasis, and constipation. In case you have other health issues and you want to know the root cause, we will help you with that also. And then we will also address some very popular myths. Do we have an immune system, or do we have an adaptive system? Is it true that diseases are hereditary? Do germs cause diseases? Right? So many of these myths we will be understanding, and actually it will really open your minds to a lot of new things. It is many of these myths and lies which have been propagated again and again, which is causing so much of health confusion today. So we are giving you all the opportunity to learn from the source, to learn from the masters who have written about these all many decades ago, which Dr. Prashanthi is slowly going to talk about. And we are going to finish the sessions with a very important topic: how to have a healthy baby. whether it is before conception, during conception, after conception, how to bring up healthy babies, how to have a healthy pregnancy, all these things we will cover. And then we will wrap it up with a quiz. So exciting times, lot of learnings, lot of myth busting. So it's going to be wonderful. We are going to be learning as a group. I hope you found these topics useful. So Shilpi is saying, I have fertility issues, blocked fallopian tubes, uterus issues, PCOD, chronic constipation, acidity. Yes. So you will understand why all these health conditions came little by little. We are going to cover a little bit of that in today's course and more in the coming sessions. We don't give customized diet plan, but you will understand that all health conditions stem from the same root causes. So we are going to give you a starting diet plan, and you will also understand by yourself how you can customize it. Okay, so during this course and this information sharing with you all, we would like to acknowledge the different nature cure gurus from whom we have learned, from the books they have written. We have learned a lot from truth seekers like you all, right? Our coaches, our family and friends, especially our children. So we have stuck to this path. We have learned more and more, done more investigation, especially because, as we explained, we were in a very critical stage where our children's health was affected, and we had to find these natural solutions to help them move to this path and heal naturally. Our own health journeys, and of course, nature. So, Mother Nature is where all the answers lie. All the questions we ever had, the answers can only be found from there. So, we always will keep going back during this course to Mother Nature to understand how is it done, how is our body designed, how are we equipped to heal. All these questions we will go back to her again. So over to you, Dr. Prashanthi. Yes, Yogita, slip disc can be cured. I myself had it. Cataract can be healed or reversed. Yes, it does take time though. It takes a lot of effort to reverse hardened conditions, but it is possible. Over to you, Dr. Prashanthi.
Yeah, so these are the health gurus we want to like offer, pay our salutations to. They changed our life. See, this science is not something like, oh, you guys created or you just stumbled into it or you discovered it, you put it all together. That's not how it is. This is like, this has been there for a while, like, from 1800s. Multiple beautiful books have been written. The books and then the literature that they have there is beautiful. All these books are available, and few books, like, reading few of these good books is going to change our life and our health in a better way forever. So Hippocrates, you guys know him. He is the father of modern medicine. So there are many beautiful quotes from him. One of them is "Do no harm." That's one of that's a major oath that we have to take as allopaths is "Do no harm." And also he also said, "Fever, give me a fever, I can heal anything." So you guys want to know more about why he said that and how healing happens with fever? This course is for you because I'm pretty sure all of you have been dreading fevers and other things, but I'm telling you, give me a fever, I can heal anything. It's a beautiful statement. It really makes a whole lot of difference in our health when we understand what he's trying to convey. And then there are a lot of European nature cure or nature cure natural hygienists. And then I have two important people I want to pay my this salutations to. These three people are allopaths. This is Dr. Jennings. One second. This is Dr. Jennings. Then there is Dr. Troll as well as Dr. Tilden. They saw, like, they were trained in regular allopathic medicine, like just how I was. Like, you have symptoms, you keep drugging the patient. And then they saw how their patients were doing so poorly. And then they developed this beautiful science that is called as natural hygiene, just based on their understanding of nature, observations, and their intelligent critical thinking that has led them to this pathway. So I mean, their books, how whenever I read them, every time I have any kind of confusion, I go back, I read their books, and it's beautiful how they have already put it all together. And then Sylvester Graham, he was a very sick child as such, like sick as a child, was a premature baby, and then he wanted to build up his health, and then he started learning more about it all on his own, and he became a pastor and he started preaching. His physio book on physiology is still it's top notch, and there is no other medical physiology book that will be able to match his book, even to this day and age, even after all these medical sciences and all the progress that we have made. And then, have you heard about mucusless diet system? Arnold Everett, he himself was very sick. He was having a lot of issues as an asthmatic, eczema, all kinds of health maladies he was going through. And then no doctor was able to help him. He was a German. And then he started, again, same thing, just like how you guys were, came to these courses, went and then started asking questions. And then one by one, everything started making sense. And then he was the one who wrote a beautiful book. It's a simple booklet, but that booklet can change everyone's life forever. It is called Mucusless Diet System. So the book is freely available on the internet. All we need to do is to let go our fears, and then let go our fears about disease and understand what disease is all about, and then how we build up health. That's all. These people, they teach us everything. So we have the course material that we have put together is multiple things, multiple their explanations, their observations, and what we have been doing, put together as one good course, and we are bringing that to you during this 20-day course. Next slide. So somebody was asking, next slide, Asha. I already went over this. So next, somebody was asking, what about Indians? What about Indians? Yes, we have Indians. Have you guys heard about? You guys have heard about Mahatma Gandhi ji, right? You all know about him for his independence movement and all. But his Swaraj movement is not about just the independence from Britishers or this colonialism or whatnot. It is about health freedom. It is about sustainability. It is about empowerment. It is about living without fear. So that's what his movement is all about. Do you know about his how he was when his son was sick, and the thought process he was going through, and then how he was trying to work on building up his health, his own health also. He used natural hygiene. That's all he used. And then Acharya Swaminathan, and then Acharya Lakshman Sharma, these are the pioneers who were also Acharya Lakshman Sharma, his health was not doing too well. He was a lawyer by trade, and his health wasn't doing well. And then he stumbled on to these European, and then these books by American natural hygienists. And then he started reading. Mostly he was influenced by the European natural hygienists. And he started reading, and then he started putting it all together. And then he's produced beautiful books. And his own family members, his grandson, Dr. Arun Sharma, is still he's still doing these courses and all. And he's very popular in natural hygiene world. So, and then Acharya Swaminathan is his student. So we have many Indians who were back then, they were even publishing news articles, newsletters that were popular back then. But more somehow the somehow what happened was we were misled, we were misinformed, and we were confused, we were lost, and we ended up with so much of sickness around us and so much of drugging around us. But we had great great leaders in Indian natural hygiene world also. So next slide. And that's what we at Wellcure we are trying to do. We are spreading the word. We are putting it all together for you. So more and more healthcare. See, more and more national budgets. And so how much do you allot for sick care in your own family, for health budget, for health budgets and all? How much do you allot to your health? In your from your salary, how much of your income goes towards health maintenance or your insurance policies or towards hospital bills and all that. So same thing, even in the national budget also, a lot of money is being sent to it. They spent pharma companies made $1 trillion last year. But do you really think our health, the $1 trillion, was was helping us to put together our health for us to live better? No, nothing has really helped us. And then children are there, prescribed more and more medications, more and more sickness, blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes issues, become the normal now. They're considered as part of aging. People are having heart attacks at the age of 20s and 30s, which is being normalized as modern day maladies. And then they're like, oh my God, thank God for this sick care industry. Otherwise, we would have fallen apart. But why? Why do we have to even accept a heart attack at a 20 years and an angiogram at the age of 20 when we can build up good health and not go through any of this and live a happy, healthy life forever? So then the side effects with poor quality of life, and then poor quality of life, and then the spiraling medical education costs. You guys have seen all the golmaal in the newspapers, right? With all these NEET exams and all. So if there is no ethics in medical education, what kind of ethics are they going to practice when they are treating patients? Is it not just going to be about how much money I'm going to make out of this patient? So you guys have to understand how the system is being corrupted, how they are screwing us up. And then more and more number of newer forms of diseases, different kinds of diseases which you haven't even heard before, are cropping up in the community. And then on top of it, everybody is so eager to sell us this and that. If you don't trust the medication, then trust the pill world, then trust the supplement world. But then you are like, how do these supplements work? Are they even going to help me? But what about all these issues that I have? That's why you all need to have a proper clarity of what is going on around you, how to build up health, how do you take care of your things. So this is what it is all about. So you guys are new to Wellcure platform. So please visit us on our website, learn more about it, the testimonials, the health blog, and then the recipes, everything along with this information that we are giving out is going to help you in order to build up your health. And so that this health anxiety that you have, that there is something going on with you, is going to be answered forever, and it is going to be taken care of forever in a good way, so that you're not going to live in fear forever. Next slide. So we have this healthcare cost, right? As I said, 8.43 billion. India is also the same thing, very notorious malnutrition issue. And then it has become a land of obesity. Now people are totally clueless about what to eat, how to eat now. So totally system that is corrupted. So extra kilos among all these issues. So more and more population, poor way, everything is weighing us down. So give me 1 second. Let me see. So please go ahead with specific healing diet, not this. Who are you to demand what I have to do? So quite disappointed. And how is this one? Gandhi, wrong example. Don't mislead people. What is going on here, guys? You guys need to calm down. So there is so much of anxiety going on. Just calm down for a bit, because this is a course and you guys have to respect what we are trying to do here. So the petrochemical industry produces lot, again, the biotoxins is the same fertilizer industry, same pesticide industry. And then the petrochemical will lead to more amount of, the medications to come from the same thing. So antibiotic consumption has gone very high. It has skyrocketed. Along with that, more and more health issues are also going up. So everyone is questioning what is going on. But the thing is, we are clueless as to what to do. That's the reason why we need to bring more awareness in the form of natural hygiene in order to understand more about health. India is cancer capital of the world. So along with that, the antibiotics are skyrocketing, and now cancer rates are also going up. So anybody who is who is a critical thinker, who wants to know, they will be able to put this and this together. So the more the pollution that goes into the body, we all know that as the pollution rates in this community goes up, cancer rates are also going up, right? So pesticide use is related to cancer, fertilizer use is related, more air pollution is related to cancer. The same thing, our internal pollution is also related to going up of cancers. So health anxiety can be fatal. And then Swedish study finds that people who are worried about their health always, they kind of get more testing done. More amount of medications are popped in, more amount of silencing of the body. So then their health also goes down gradually because they live in constant fear. How about we stop living in constant fear and we educate ourselves and we empower ourselves in order to know more about health? So healing testimonials,
Yeah, so Ashlika, are you ready to play a small video?
So Santosh, did I meet you recently? I'm so glad I met you. You are the one from I spoke to on the phone, didn't I? While Ashlika is trying to sort it out. So somebody was really disappointed with God. See, there is good and bad and everything, okay? So you guys need to have a proper clarity of thought rather than, putting everything in the same bin as good or bad. There is good, there is evil, there is a lot of misleading information, there is a lot of miscommunication. So first of all, let's not get angry and let's not uh, uh, be uninformed. Just wait for the other person to fully finish speaking and let them get to the point. It's not like, we don't know anything and we are just putting together a simple basic course without proper understanding of what is going on. So just get to try to understand what the other person is trying to say first before you come to any kind of judgments and conclusions. So yeah, Santosh, are you the same person? Same person I spoke to you on the phone regarding health and everything from Chennai or from South India. So yeah, welcome on board. I totally I had a great conversation with you for the 10 minutes. So yes, I'm not able to unmute. If you want, Asha, if he wants, can you speak for 2 minutes while you guys are sorting it out for a second? Unmute Santosh because you're waiting anyway. If you can find where he is, you can raise your hand, Santosh. So guys, so yeah, meal plans and everything are going to be given out and we are a good group of people. So if you really look at the students that have come in and then all the testimonials and everything, we stay connected, we motivate each other. Even though it's been months and years since we have we have met each other, people know us from heart to heart, because the way we interact, we don't really treat you commodity or anything, but we to treat everybody with full respect, with full as a human that needs to be dealt with, or anybody who is who deserves the proper respect. So yeah, you can play.
My name is Tanmay Ajay Shinde. I am from Solapur. I am a national badminton player. I am a prani killer and also I am preparing for civil services exam. वेलक्योर लाइफस्टाइल ने मेरी लाइफ कैसे चेंज कर दी, ये जर्नी, ये स्टोरी आपके साथ शेयर करने के लिए मैं आज यहाँ पर हूँ। इन 2016 मुझे विटिलिगो डिटेक्ट हो गया। ये बहुत ज़्यादा चिंताजनक बात मेरे मम्मी पापा के सामने आ गई थी, क्योंकि मेरी एज 21 ईयर्स ओल्ड थी। एक तो मैं फीमेल बच्ची थी, मेरी शादी भी होने बाकी थी, मेरी पूरी लाइफ बाकी, आगे मेरी लाइफ थी। लोग क्या कहेंगे, ये सब बातें उनके दिमाग में बैठ गई। ऑल्सो मेरी खुद के दिमाग में भी ये बात आ गई कि अभी मेरी शादी भी बाकी है, मेरी पूरी लाइफ है, लोग क्या बोलेंगे, कैसे बोलेंगे, एक तो ये स्किन डिसीज़ है, कैसे क्योर होगा। ये बहुत सारी बातें मेरे उस टाइम दिमाग में आ गई। मैं बहुत टेंशन में आ गई थी, हम तीनों टेंशन में आ गए थे। हमने लोकल स्किन केयर डॉक्टर के पास हम इसके लिए कंसल्टिंग के लिए चले गए एंड उन्होंने बोला कि ये कभी क्योर नहीं होगा। फर्स्टली उन्होंने बोला कि ये कभी क्योर नहीं होगा, जैसे आएगा आपको मेडिकेशंस लेने पड़ेंगे, उसके ट्रीटमेंट्स लेने पड़ेंगे एंड ये ज़िंदगी भर चलता रहेगा। उसकी वजह से तो हम बहुत ज़्यादा टेंशन में आ गए, पर फिर भी चलो मेडिकेशन स्टार्ट करते हैं, कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा, कुछ तो ट्राई करते हैं, कुछ करना चाहिए। इसके लिए हमने मेडिकेशन स्टार्ट किए एंड उसी डॉक्टर ने मुझे साथ में ही लेज़र ट्रीटमेंट भी बोला था, तो हमने वो दोनों एक साथ स्टार्ट किए। उस मेडिकेशंस की वजह से मुझ में इतने बड़े नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट हुए मेरी लाइफ में, मेरे शरीर में, मेरे साइकोलॉजिकल स्टेट में। मतलब मेरे बोन्स बहुत वीक हो गए। फर्स्टली मैं बैडमिंटन प्लेयर होने की वजह से मुझे वो महसूस हो रहा था कि मैं अगर शॉट्स मार रही हूँ तो वो उतना ताकत नहीं दे रहा है, उतना स्ट्रांगली नहीं हिट हो रहा है। मेरी मसल की टोन चली गई थी, मसल के जो कुछ भी स्ट्रेंथ है वो पूरी तरह चली गई थी, मेरी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी लूज हो गई थी, मेरा स्टैमिना इम्पैक्ट हो रहा था। उसके बाद ये सब हो रहा है, इसकी वजह से मेरा कोई परफॉर्मेंस नहीं हो रहा था, तो वो एक साइकोलॉजिकल फ्रस्ट्रेशन आ गया था मेरा, अरे यार कि बाबा मैं 7-8 घंटे प्रैक्टिस करी और फिर भी मेरा परफॉर्मेंस नहीं हो रहा है, मैं इतना जल्दी थक जा रही हूँ, मैं आधा घंटा भी भाग नहीं पा रही हूँ, मतलब क्या, अगर मैं नेशनल प्लेयर हूँ तो मुझे ये नहीं अफोर्डेबल कि मैं इतना भी नहीं ट्रेनिंग कर पा रही हूँ, तो वो बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेशन आ रहा था। ऊपर से मेरे मम्मी पापा भी मेरे स्पोर्ट्स के लिए इतना खर्चा कर रहे, तो उनको मैं न्याय नहीं दे पा रही थी, ये अलग सा एक टेंशन आ गया था। उसकी उसके मेरा बैडमिंटन लाइफ तो इफेक्ट हो गया, एंड ऑल्सो मैंने जैसे बोला कि मैं सिविल सर्विसेज प्रिपरेशन कर रही थी, तो मेरा एक ग्रास्पिंग पावर रहता है। आप जब कोई भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स या कोई भी एग्जाम्स के लिए प्रिपेयर करते हो, तो आप जब पढ़ते हो तो वो समझना, आकलन होना, वो एक रहता है, वो जो होना चाहिए वो उसमें इफेक्ट करने लगा था। मतलब मुझे मेमोराइजिंग में प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी, क्या पढ़ रही हूँ मैं, वो क्या मुझे लिखना है, वो एट द पॉइंट मुझे याद आना चाहिए, उसमें प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी, ग्रास्पिंग पावर में प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी। मतलब मैंने हर एक प्रकार के मेडिकेशन, एलोपैथी एंड आयुर्वेदा, लाइफस्टाइल, बाकी सब ट्राई करा, पर मुझे कहीं पर भी रिजल्ट नहीं मिल रहे थे। एंड वन फाइन डे आई हर्ड अबाउट वेलक्योर लाइफस्टाइल, तो ऐसे ही मैंने एक उनका जो फ्री का सेशन रहता है, क्या है वेलक्योर लाइफस्टाइल, ये जानने के लिए मैंने ज्वाइन किया। उसके बाद वो मुझे पसंद आया, एंड उसके बाद मैंने डॉक्टर प्रशांति, डॉक्टर निवेदिता मैम, डॉक्टर आशा मैम, इनसे पर्सनल कोचिंग ली।
अगर लड़की नेत्रीन हो तो अब्यूजमेंट, सेक्सुअली अब्यूजमेंट होने का।
एंड आफ्टर दैट अभी मैंने एक महीना हो गया, 5 वीक्स हो गए मैंने वो चालू किया है, तो मतलब मेरा लाइफ पूरा बदल गया। फर्स्ट मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग, मेरी लाइफ अभी मेडिकेशन फ्री हो गई है, कोई नो सिंगल मेडिकेशन। सेकेंड, मेरा जो इतने साल में विटिलिगो क्योर नहीं हो रहा है, वो 5 वीक्स में ही 40% क्योर हो गया। जो मुझे बोला गया था कि कभी ये रिकवर नहीं होगा या ये कभी रिवर्स नहीं होगा, ये जो फोबिया या ये जो फियर था वो पूरा ब्रेक डाउन हो गया। सेकेंडली, मेरा स्किन का जो ग्लो था या स्किन डल हो गई थी, मतलब बाकी कुछ जो मैंने ले रहे थे, सप्लीमेंट्स ले रही थी मैं उसकी वजह से, तो वो हट गया, मेरी बॉडी हाइड्रेट रहने लगी। मैं बैडमिंटन प्लेयर हूँ, तो इसकी वजह से हमें स्ट्रेंथनिंग के साथ योगा, फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी के लिए योगा भी करना पड़ता है, तो वो इतना गेन हो गया कि पहले ये सब कुछ चालू होने से पहले जितनी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी थी उससे 20% एक्स्ट्रा मेरी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी बढ़ रही है। मतलब मैं बहुत खुश हूँ। एंड सिविल सर्विसेज, मतलब अगर ग्रास्पिंग पावर की बात करने लगे तो अभी एक ही बार में अगर मैंने कुछ टॉपिक पढ़ लिया तो वो मुझे मेरे दिमाग में प्रिंट हो गया। अभी उसके लिए मुझे 2 बार पढ़ना, 3 बार पढ़ना जरूरत ही नहीं है, एक बार कंसेप्ट।
It's a long it's a long testimonial, so in the interest of time we cut it short. But Tanmay also came for this course and she learned a lot, and the wonderful thing is that she is practicing it with her own community whom she is helping and coaching. So she was a wonderful student, and more than that, she implemented everything she learned. So as of today, this was recorded some time back, but as of today, she told us she's almost 90% all her spots have gone, and she has seen a great deal of healing. So Santosh, I'm going to unmute you. So if you could just finish in 3 to 4 minutes, whatever you wanted to say.
Yeah, hi, thank you. Hi, Asha, ma'am. Hello.
Hello, can you
Prashanthi,
you
how
can
are you
switch on
people
your
doing?
video?
No, I could not switch on now. Actually, I'm in a meeting, another meeting parallel, it's going on, office meeting.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Okay. So, hello, ma'am. Prashanthi, ma'am, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, we spoke last week. So we spoke a lot of things. I actually I'm following a natural hygiene practice for a long time, at least for almost a decade. Maybe from 2014 I started, and strictly started following organic from 2016. So I started vegan in 2014 itself, started being vegan. So I know about the value of whatever you people are talking. That's why I responded to the person who was asking for straight to the content, right? So you people are giving the background of what is needed and what is happening in the world, and what is the we can say precursor for the course. So that was wonderful, and and yeah, I think I know most of the concepts of natural hygiene. So I feel that I would get a lot more information and the things which I forgot in the course of time. I also
Yeah,
do energy healing. Yeah, I also do energy healing. So in last 6 years, I kind of I kind of deviated from the track. See, the energy healing it's a very big process, right? So that also deviates, that also brings out a lot of energy, lot of karmic energies which are stored inside, and there is a deviation I could feel. So these things would be a reminder for me for all the things which you are speaking about.
Yeah, thank you, Santosh. Yeah, it's just the more we talk about it, the more we spread this important, beautiful information. It's the need of the hour. So how much this modern cutting edge technology we everybody is going to keep using. So there is so much that needs to be taught, lot of community efforts, and everything has to be done. And thank you so much for all these wonderful efforts. And then, yeah, we are hoping to see you more and stay connected with everybody, because it's the community. The more we bring into this community, the better it is for everybody, for the health of everyone. So what if the
Yeah.
doctors give an incentive to prescribe a healthy diet, daily exercise, stress reduction before prescribing drugs? For example, see, if there is a policy where the doctor is not going to get paid until your patient starts feeling better, and then the patient is going to do very well, and then he's going to be bouncing with health, rather than with more procedures, more of these issues, then it's not. Then that's how the system has to be. The more you help build up in the health community, the more better incentives you have to get, not by consuming all the procedures and other things. So the whole world has gone ulta pulta, but I think we should build up. See, there is a difference between health building and health care. And then there is a difference between sick care and sick industry. Then when we are drugging ourselves, when we are trusting ourselves, when we are suppressing our symptoms, that's sick care building. That is sick care. We are talking about at Wellcure, we are talking about health building. Little by little, health is going to improve. And then the disease automatically disappears, because as you know, health and disease do not exist in the same body. So are you with me so far in understanding what it is? So no fear, it's only empowerment. So no anxiety, it's all about education. Just like, how Santosh was saying, like it takes some time to understand, and more concepts have to be built up, and more polishing of our knowledge has to be done. So that's the reason why we create these health building communities, so that you guys can teach more and more people around you, and you can heal yourself. Masabatula, no need of any medicine. Medicine is not needed. If you do everything the right way, there is no medicine. And even if we are doing everything the wrong way, no amount of medicine is going to help us. What is the definition of a good doctor? A good doctor is the one who is going to offer the modalities that facilitate your healing. Healing in the sense your body is self-healing. He's going to teach you how to stay healthy, how to get healthy, what to do, what are the real inputs to your body, and how the body is going to heal itself. So these are the ones, not the one who is going to keep testing you, going to tell you X, Y, and Z diagnosis, A, B, and C, A, B, C, D medication, and then telling you that the side effects are fine to have of these drugs. At least the symptoms are not. These are not the kind. A doctor means a teacher of health building, not of somebody who would just administer drugs and drugs and drugs and then pollute our body more and more. So this is from a beautiful quote by another allopath, Dr. Robert Mendelsohn, whose books and everything are so famous. They're so famous. We're going to be sharing more of his information during the course. But a good doctor is nothing but a teacher. You don't need a big big medical degree or anything to be called as a doctor. You have to be a teacher of good health building. That's all you need to be called as a good doctor. Next slide. So health means that every part of your body is performing its duty. You should be waking up with a good bowel movement, good health, good fitness, good thought process. Not, oh my God, what is going to happen today? Oh my God, why my joint is hurting? No, that's not what health means. Health means that every part of the body is performing its duty. If the body receives the proper treatment, if worked, if exercised well, if fed well, otherwise, given what it needs, there will be comfort and pleasure in living. You have to be every day you should be waking up with a nice smile on your face, no amount of fear. Like you're like, oh, my joint is hurting. Oh, wonder why it happened, rather than thinking, oh my God, my joint is hurting. Maybe I have rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis. No, that's not what it is. You should be able to tune into your body, understand your body. Then remember the richest and the happiest man in the world. Who is he? The one who is well. Do you think the richest and the happiest man is the one who has tons and tons of money in his bank account? And he has everything to live for, but he also has purchased a hospital bed? No. Everyone who is rich and happy is always the well person. When you have health with you, there is no fear. You are you are indestructible at that point when you have health in your own hands. So yeah, this is here is to our empowerment movement. Welcome on board, everybody. So I hope we hope you to see you through this whole 20-day course, which we're going to be sharing tons and tons of good information, lots of education, lots of empowerment is going to be given out to you. Next slide. So are we living longer? No, nobody's don't ever let them tell you that we are living longer, because people were living up to 100, 120 with good health, not like each and every part of the body falling apart, getting surgical procedure for this and that. No, that's not. That's not living with health. That is living with sick care. And then diseases are appearing more and more in the younger demographics. Look at all these young children. Are you even paying attention to the news? 20-year-old who is in the gym having a heart attack. I mean, have you ever heard of that before? In your ever lifetime, have you ever thought you were going to see that kid thing? A school child in his 3rd grade, it seems they are saying that he was doing his PE and then he had a heart, he dropped sudden cardiac death. That is sad. That is not that's what happens when we buy into this much of sick care industry. So children are sicker by the day. Look at all these young children who are having so many issues. Then hospitals are being built for treating sick children. Why do we need that many hospitals? Children are not supposed to fall sick at all. Then has technological improvements in diagnostic and treatment improved the holistic well-being? Actually not. The more the tests we do, the more things they're going to find out. And then the more amount of suffering that is going to come in. It's not like they're going to catch anything early. If they really want to teach us and make us build up our health, they have to be teaching us natural hygiene, what the right nutrition is, and they have to be providing us the good quality food and telling us how to live in a sustainable world. But this is not what it is. They are feeding us more and more into all these screening tests, unnecessary diagnosis, and then building up health anxiety, and then the fear that comes along with that, and then the procedures. So this is not the world of sick, for health. This is not how health is built up. Even recently also, I was reading a study. It was about breast cancer. How they say, oh, breast cancer is caught early. That's not what it is. With that kind of like, they are just making people fear a disease that they don't even have it, and they are doing unnecessary procedures on them. So they don't have any proper data in order to tell us what happened or how they have discovered all these things. But everything is doctored at this point, unfortunately. So don't fall for the gimmicks that are being played or the fear that is being played by the sick care industry. There is a need and time for the sick care industry when there is an emergency like an accident or something else, but not for basic everyday fears and the symptoms or these kind of a chronic health conditions. So the sick care industry is needed when there is an accident, when there is a lot of like other things that are happening. But do you know that these accidents and all these acute care also is going to be a remote possibility if we know how to build up health? Because people are going to live with more amount of caution. They know how to take care of themselves. So then the accidents are not going to be happening as often as we hear about them. And so again, more responsibility on us, because we are the ones who are creating all these issues, because we are outsourcing our health to so-called people who are going to get more profit out of us when we are sicker by the day. So I think we made a proper point, because listen, without you understanding what we are trying to offer to you at the table, it's not going to help us. That's why we needed to tell you what we are going to offer. We are not going to sell you any gimmicks at this point. So don't get restless. This is a course in itself. It's not like a 10-minute appointment with some doctor who is just going to tell you few things about, apple has chromium in it, you're going to eat it, or you take a vitamin pill for it. This is not that kind of a course. This is not going to work like this. No shortcuts, please. This taking shortcuts is the one that has destroyed our health and has brought us into more and more sick care. So then we are going to talk about natural healing, because that's the most important thing that everybody needs to know, because they put so much fear in us about our own body destroying itself. We need to know how body works. It's the oldest of the natural health philosophies. It's an observational health science. So you observe what is happening in the nature, you apply it within yourself. Then we are only going to be asking you to use natural methods. Again, don't come to a conclusion that we are going to be telling you this kada, that kada, this herb, that herb. No, we are going to talk to you about like the symptoms, the natural methods in order to support yourself during the symptoms while the body is cleaning up. So natural methods that support the body's inbuilt healing mechanisms. So nature itself is the best physician. There is no other physician other than nature. And you yourself are going to be the best physician for yourself, not anybody with a big degree in their hand. Not anybody. It's you and nature who are going to put your health back together into place, and in order to heal yourself and make yourself feel better. So yeah, anyone has any questions about what is going on with this? Or you guys are are you guys have anything to say about, oh no, this is not what I thought about health. So yeah, so wake up to the real world around us, because you guys have to understand why this course. Why? Because health is falling apart for each and everybody, and we have to take it into our hands in order to build it up. Next slide. A little bit of knowledge is not going to help us. We need to know entirely everything about holistic natural healing and regeneration. So the foundation for this is, you have to pay very important attention to this. Your body is self-healing, okay? No amount of external aid is going to help you. You have to understand this important point. There is no pill in the pocket. There is no herb in the pocket. Never say, all is well, all is well. I'm taking a pill. It's going to get better. It is only going to create more pollution in the body. Your body is self-healing, it is self-cleaning, and it is self-maintaining if the conditions for health are provided. So we need to know the conditions for health. So it's not about a specific diagnosis or anything, but it is about the conditions for health that we need to know. And then the cause of disease. So if once the conditions for the health are provided, then automatically the cause for all the diseases are removed. So natural hygiene shows us how to remove the causes of disease, how to provide the right conditions for health, and then all without the aid of a doctor or a druggist or some external dependency, all by putting everything into your own hands. Self responsibility is the best care and the best the best discipline out there, and with the amount of highest joy that that is going to bring when you build up your health and wellness. Like, you just have seen Thanmai. So do you think Thanmai was like this? No, she was lost. She was like totally scrambling, and she was like almost in tears when she came to us. But when we sat with her, when we spoke to her, when we gave her this right information and told her about how the body works, everything, listen, the pieces of puzzles that were shattered, she was able to put it all together. And look at the amount of joy she's experiencing right now. And this can be each and every one of you who is right here trying to understand what health is all about. Health is not about fear. Health is not about, like, being lost. Health is about, like, understanding what it is and observing nature within you. Next slide. So there is like an allopath. As an allopath, I think I kind of like can tell you a few jokes about my own professions, and I think nobody is going to find, like, get mad at it, right? So there were times when I would just go to the, like, patient would come, for example, Ashwini, or some other, like, some other patient who has come in, right? Who said, oh, I'm having hair fall, I'm having constipation, I don't feel good. And then I'm like, I don't know, I'm just a cardiologist. Let me just test your blood work, and I'm going to test your blood work, and a little by little there are few things that are up and down. Then I'm going to put you on a thyroid medicine, and then I'm like, okay, go, start taking this thyroid medicine. But then Ashwini is going to be like, well, I still have these issues that are going on with me. Why are you telling me just to take a thyroid medicine? Because I don't think so. How is this all related to so many things that are going on inside me? Or a B complex vitamin or whatever. You go back and tell him, I took the thyroid medicine. It's other than, other than making me gassy, I didn't have anything. Then you are like, okay, let me do some more tests. So congratulations. If I ever figure out what you have got, we are going to name this disease after you. So many diseases have been named. Takayasu's disease is after a scientist. Then Sjogren's is after the scientist. All these patients went to these doctors with different symptoms, and then label them after that. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. That's not. So then the doctor, when you go to a doctor, most of the times he's like, I have no freaking idea. You're saying you have X, Y, and Z symptoms. So that means this is the diagnosis for your condition. So you have an irritable bowel, you have a high blood pressure. So for irritable bowel syndrome, they told me to put this medication. For your headache, they told me to put this medication on you. But then you are like, but why is this happening? I don't know. It will go away on its own. Just take this medication. Then you go back again with some acidity. And then again, the industry works on this way only. Suppress a symptom, more drugging. Then finally, the patient is going to say, you know what, nothing is working. I'm going to go and seek some help from a health guide. I'm going to use natural hygiene in order to fix myself up. So that's when you're going to put an end to all this health anxiety, and you're going to be fully enjoying your life and health. Health anxiety is real, guys. Like, a lot of you have this symptom of like chest pain. Oh my God, why is my chest hurting? Oh my God, do I have a heart issue? Do I have something else? Who do I go check it out? Then you go check it out with a cardiologist. He will do head to toe of testing. And then he says nothing wrong with you. But then I know I spent all this 10,000 rupees on this testing, but the chest pain is continuing. I have no freaking idea why you have a chest pain, but this is not coming from your heart. You go see a rheumatologist. So the cycle continues more and more. So don't fall for this. Don't fall for this. This is very simple. When you understand, when somebody really talks to you properly in natural hygiene way of talking, Everything makes sense for you once it's done. Next. Like Santosh, remember, like Santosh was just saying, right? He was just from like a regular person who is in IT world or somewhere. Now he's exploring more about it. So everybody can be your own doctors. Natural healing force within each of us is the greatest force in getting well. There is no external force, but it is you creating the right conditions and removing the conditions that are causing disease that is going to build up your health. Next one, Asha. So the biggest, so like the living matter cures itself. So the property of each and every cell in the living organism, as I said, you don't need the pill in the pocket, the herb in the pocket, or some external force healing you. Is the biggest myth and is the biggest lie that has been told to humanity about it. Okay, so it's a self-healing. Your bodies are self-healing, self-directing, and self-maintaining. All you need to do is give it the time, space, and the right conditions. During this course, we are going to be teaching you about the time, the space, and the right conditions that you're going to be providing to the body so that the body is going to heal itself. If the right conditions are given, cure is spontaneous and it's natural and it is automatic. See, when the conditions around you are right, all you're going to do is you're going to build up health. This is automatic process. There are no ifs and buts about it. So the best kept secret or the hidden secret of medicine is that the body heals itself if we create the right conditions. Stop doing all the assault on the body, the things that cause sickness in the first place, and automatically the health builds up. So today, during this course, we're going to be teaching you how sickness is built up, okay? What are we doing wrong to the body? And what are the right conditions that we have to be creating? The time, the space, and the right conditions.
Yeah,
So
thank you,
as we
Dr.
said,
Prashanthi.
it doesn't exist. Health and disease do not exist in the same body, okay? The right conditions will always build up health. There is no way they're going to build up sickness in the body. If the wrong conditions are given, then there is always sickness. Sickness is nothing but an adaptation of the body to the conditions you are putting your body in.
Yeah, so thank you, Dr. Prashanthi, for setting the stage. So now we are going to get into nature cure and natural healing. As Dr. Prashanthi explained, we don't have to worry about how the body will heal because that intelligence is already built into each and every cell of all living matter. So this is not a property which only human beings possess. All animals and all living things in nature have the self-healing ability. So, who does this healing? How does this happen? This is under the governance of what we know, what we can call with different names. You can call it prana shakti, you can call it life force, you can call it nerve energy or vitality. This vital energy or vital force flowing inside all of us is 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 what helps us heal. It is self-directing and it is self-organizing. So Herbert Shelton, who is one of the nature cure gurus, said that in development and maintenance, health and disease, all the movements of life is guided by an intelligence force which is greater than the conscious intelligence of man. So we do not know from where this energy comes from, what is the source of this, but we can take the faith in this path that there is this intelligent energy which flows within all of us. So the force or the energy which made us also has the power to heal us, right? So this is the vital energy which flows in all of us. So all activities in the physical, physiological, mental, emotional domain use up this nerve energy. So whether it is dancing, walking, whether it is blinking, thinking, digesting your food, right, correcting deficiencies, talking, everything is governed by this vital force. This vital force flows through our nervous system. It goes into each and every cell through the force of innervation, and it directs all the activities of the body. So the healing force is already inherent within us, because this force is not just an energy flowing, but it is a conscious energy which has the intelligence. And this nerve energy is recuperated during rest and sleep. So when we rest and sleep, this nerve energy, which is continuously used up for all our daily activities, gets recuperated. So we have we kind of fill up our battery for the activities of the next day. But it can also happen that you are overdrawing on this nerve energy or vital force, right? So when we wake up in the morning, if we've had a good night of sleep, our batteries are full. As we go through the daily activities of life, this battery keeps, the level of this battery keeps going down, right? Slowly it goes down, and it tells us in many ways that it is at danger level, right? So first sign is lot of fatigue and tiredness. On a day-to-day basis, it is signaling us through fatigue and tiredness. So that is a sign of low battery. It can also show up in other ways, like, are you feeling indecisive, exhausted, or jaded? Don't you feel the joy of living? Like every day feels like a drag. Your digestion is sluggish. You're not able to pass motion so easily and frequently. You're unable to face life's challenges. So even small things feels very unsurmountable, and you feel that life is too overwhelming. Digestion and excretion, like these are some of the physiological activities which are not happening well. So can any of you write on the chat, did you face this when you initially started with your health conditions, whatever health conditions you're going through? Did it start like this? For example, in my case, for a very long time, I was starting to put on weight, and I used to feel very exhausted and like always anxious and nervous, right? So I did not know that actually there was something called prana shakti or vital energy, and my reserves were going down. So any of you can remember before you were diagnosed with whatever it is, whether it's thyroid, some of you were saying you have hypothyroidism or whatever, right? So did you face anything like this? So you can write on the chat, right? So this is what happens. So more and more, if we lead a life where we are using up too much of our prana shakti, but not giving the body the opportunity to recuperate and fill up its battery through rest and rejuvenation, what happens is the diseases start to come into the body. We start seeing symptoms of disease. So there are actually 7 stages of disease which we will go through in the next session. But very shortly, I'm going to explain it as categorized into 3 broad categories. Right? Yeah. So many of you are saying yes, you were able to feel it as a lot of fatigue, indecisiveness, overwhelm, feeling anxious, right? Yeah, so started with thyroid, then psoriasis, cataract, and Delrine says fatigue. Yes. So what happens is, first initial things may be seen as a lot of fatigue. And then what happens is, as the body uses up too much of its energy, it is not able to keep itself clean. It is not able to heal itself. So slowly, lot of poisons start building up in the body, the waste materials of our day-to-day living, then the poisons which we inhale from taken from the environment, and also the food, the kind of food we eat, all of these can build up poisons. So initially you may see it in the form of acute disease. Acute disease means it's a short-lived disease, a short-lived problem where the body is using a lot of its vital energy. It still has good amount of vital energy, and it tries to throw out the toxins. So you may experience it as cold, cough, loose motions, vomiting, and diarrhea, right? So these are all not infections. So this is again a myth. These are not infections. It is not caused by germs. It is caused by the body trying to clean and heal itself. So these are the various ways: through the nose, through the mucous membranes, through the excretions, and through cleansing of the stomach. All these things are the body's vitality being shown, which is trying to do a vigorous cleanup. So, how many of you have suppressed a lot of colds and coughs with medicines, with antibiotics, with different kinds of steroids? Even allergies are a form of acute disease. So, whether it is taking antihistamines, all these things, right? I know that I was given a lot of these as a child, right? Yes. So, this leads the body to keep the toxins inside, because we are suppressing what the body is trying to do. So it goes to the stage of chronic disease. So here we see more long-term problems coming in. So whether it is joint pain, you may call it arthritis or any other condition, hypertension, diabetes, allergies, obesity, piles, fibroids. So whatever names modern medicine gives, these are all many different forms of chronic disease, all caused by the same underlying issue, that the body is getting overdrawn. The vital energy is getting overused up faster than what can be regenerated, right? So usually this is where we go to the medical industry, we go to the doctors and start taking some medicines. So we are suppressing what the body is trying to do. We have not addressed the root cause, so problems are still building up inside. In addition to the day-to-day living and cleansing which the body has to do, the body has to deal with the additional burden of the medicine. So now for a long time, when we take all these medicines for these problems, it leads to end stage diseases. That means the end organs, the very important organs like the heart, the lungs, the brain, the kidneys, all these things start getting affected, and this is where destructive diseases come in. These are caused by long-term suppression of chronic diseases. So kidney disease, pneumonia, strokes, heart attack, cancers, brain hemorrhage are all destructive diseases caused due to a long-term suppression of acute diseases, then suppression of chronic diseases by all these different kinds of treatments. You can even use homeopathy or Ayurveda or whatever. But if the root causes are not addressed and you're continuously suppressing what the body is trying to do, using up too much of your body's vital energy, this is how the progression of disease will happen. You yourself can map this in your own life and you will understand a lot. These things which you never understood in a doctor's office, you will understand by going through this path and understanding how it happened right from birth to now. Okay, so this is where the law of vital economy comes in. So this was proposed by Acharya Lakshman Sharma. He said that we should, in order to remain in good health, we should prevent wastage of this vital force, right? We understood that using up too much of this vital force is what is causing the problem. So don't overuse it. Learn to conserve it by changing your lifestyle. Prevent wastage of vital force by conserving on excessive metabolism. That means eating too much of dense food. Select the right kind of food, right way of consumption, proper breathing, connection to nature, using the body, mental equanimity, proper posture. All these things we will be teaching you in this course. So we will be going into details of each of these things. So as you keep conserving your vital energy, that prana shakti which was causing your life activities in your body to carry on with a very dull force is now going to pick up. It is going to pick up, and you will be able to experience the wonderful way to live life with full force, with full joy again. We are all at different levels of vitality, and that is determined by our dietary habits, thinking habits, overall lifestyle habits. And if these are in tune with our biological design, the way we are designed, right? So this is what we will teach you in the course. What are we designed for? What kind of food are we designed for? What kind of exercises? All these things we will go into greater detail. So we will be able to conserve our vitality, use it in a judicious manner so that we may be able to live a life joyfully, fearlessly, and carefully for a long time. So we can go into our old age and later years of life with a lot of energy, vitality, and happiness. So judicious and economical utilization of the vital reserve alone is the source and support of health and a happy frame of mind. With an abundance of vital reserve, this is how health feels. You will have lightness of the body, readiness for work, ability to look the whole world in the face. So even if you have unsurmountable problems, you have that energy to face life, to go through life with a joyous frame of mind. So all of us need this, right? So this is what we need. And this is all in our control. Nobody else can do it for us. So we have to learn it, we have to practice it, we have to know how to conserve our vital energy. So this can happen very rapidly. See, today we are young and going through life without a care in the world. So you're one day you're young and you're overdrawing your vital energy. So soon this is going to show up in our body. The next day you're sitting on the edge of the bed like this, and you soon realize that okay, time has passed and old age and disease set in. It is not really due to old age and disease, and it's not the passage of time. It is what we did with that time. How did we lead our life? So every man owes a duty to himself, to the community, and to mankind, because this is all related. If we are healthy, we make a healthy community, a healthy society, a healthy nation. So it is our duty to take part in this very essential task of life. The surest guide to man's improving himself is to study and adhere to the laws of nature. It is only by learning the laws of nature right from the source is how we will learn to live life, right? So yeah, when you heal yourself, so you may be wondering, oh my god, wow, who is going to sit through this course and learn all these things? Give me some remedies, give me some tricks. So tricks and remedies, like Dr. Prashanthi explained, is not going to help you in the long term. It is just going to suppress problems. And that is why we are here today, right? We have suppressed issues for a long time, and now we are searching for the root causes. But when we work on ourselves, when we put in the effort, when we heal ourselves, we are going to have a cascading effect on all that is happening around us. We get greater clarity of thinking. We learn how life works. It changed my life completely around, and you heard what Dr. Prashanthi was also saying. So we heal the people around us, our family, our children, their children, and the generations later on, because this energy, this knowledge, this joy of living, people learn when they see us living this way. So we heal generations and generations. This is a very important work we have to put in. So we heal our bloodline, and there is no greater love than this. So instead of giving a legacy of money and other things to our children, if we give them this legacy of knowledge, this power to live healthfully, independently, how can it be greater than anything else, right? So this is going to enable them also to live life to their fullest. So a sneak peek of what is coming up in our upcoming course in the future sessions. So we are going to go also deeper into fasting. What are the right ways to fast? What can you expect if you fast? How to get if you are in the health profession, if you're an alternative medicine doctor, or you're looking at getting faster results, we also teach you how to get your clients to fast, and we will also do a short fasting session. So it's great fun when we do it together. Then we will also understand how the body rebuilds. The body rebuilds through the process of metabolism, right? Breaking down and building up new cells. So from the kind of food we eat, this is what is primarily going to determine how our body regenerates. It is possible to experience reverse aging. It is possible to experience softer skin, feel and look younger. Then you can experience reversing of gray hairs to some extent. All this is possible because cellular replacement is an ongoing process. That is why we've called this program, we have also included natural health and regeneration, because every organ is built to regenerate and recuperate and heal itself. And this is how it happens, by conserving our prana shakti. And there is a lot of confusion today about nutrition, right? Whether it is Should I eat organic? Should I eat paleo, keto? Should I eat macrobiotic, juice detox, gluten-free, dairy-free? What should I do? How much should I fast? How to do all these things? All these things we will go into when we go through the course. We have 2 full sessions on nutrition. We will be learning our diet and nutrition. The same is all that I eat really utilized by the body? What is the role of food? Because today we haven't understood what food is rightly used by the body for, how to consume it, how to prepare it, how to create balanced meals on a day-to-day basis. What is the natural food of man? How to improve my gut health, and also we will be sharing diet plans for health and sustenance. So a lot of information coming your way. Other therapies like rest, good sleep, how to relieve pain, how to use hydrotherapy, how to have the proper mental balance and follow how to deal with the stresses. We are going to be teaching all these things with examples and how other people heal themselves with real life case examples. Then maternal and child health, also learning how to read blood reports, right? So there's a lot of confusion, a lot of fear when we do our blood work, right? So we will Dr. Prashanthi will be explaining how to understand your blood markers. Then we will also understand the causes for many of these common health conditions: diabetes, hypertension, obesity, psoriasis and other skin conditions, arthritis, constipation and so on. So if you wish to restore your energy, detoxify, balance your body chemistry, repair your tissues, bones, heart, skin, whatever it is, rejuvenate your life, improve your gut health, and more importantly, feel more alive, get rid of health anxiety, live life joyfully. And this course will not only help you, but it also help yourself, your family, and others. Like somebody who attended the course last batch is trying to help his wife get healed from diabetes. So he was sharing the meal plan which he has created by learning what he learned from the contents of this course. So healing, helping others heal should be part of our own self-care routines, because we are all connected, right? We all need a healthy society in order to be healthy ourselves. So this 21-day certification course is going to take you a step further on this journey. We have 20 plus hours of healing and learning, 10 live sessions with Q&A in every session, WhatsApp community for all of you. So you will be learning how to heal naturally based on the 5 natural elements, Pancha Mahabhutas, along with practical knowledge to implement these learnings. And we would like to say it's really going to be life changing. We have testimonials from all the courses. We can share them with you, and everybody said the same thing. So we've had allopath doctors, we've had Ayurvedic practitioners, yoga practitioners, housewives, mothers, people from the IT industry, all from all walks of life coming together as students and learning from scratch, co-learning with each other. So this is what this group coaching program brings to all of you. You can also, after doing this program, opt to take internship with us. So you can come along and see how we take cases with people who come towards Nature Cure for healing. You will be given live cases to take, and then you will learn how to customize and give holistic diet and lifestyle plan, help coaches implement the plan, sort out their challenges. So many symptoms will come up as they heal, how to deal with that, how to help them through healing crisis. What is healing crisis? We will teach you in the course. Then we will also give you a few books to read, homeworks, assignments. So it's a wonderful way to go through, along with practical experience, you will be learning all these things. And yes, of course, through this, you will also be able to heal yourself. So all the information is up here. You can scan the code if you're interested to join the course. So today was just the first day. There is still time to join. Either you can join the live course, the current course, plus you can also join for the internship, which will be done after the course is over. So there is a special discount offer if you enroll today. Yeah, and we are giving a lot of free ebooks also if you enroll soon. We are giving 4 books. 4 books are available. Any 2 ebooks are also available for grabs. Right. So we are open now to take questions from all of you. So I will leave this on. You will get a certificate from Wellcure that you participated in this course, Avani. So Masa Battula is asking, is this diet useful for night duty employees? Yes. Yes, we will help with those things also. Actually, night shift is not a very good thing to do because we are supposed to be sleeping at night. So over a longer term, night shift will definitely affect health. But yes, whatever it is, we will help you. Any other questions related to the science of natural healing or, the progression of diseases, conservation of energy? What is your question, Avani? How does what work? So it is just like a certification, which if you do a course from Coursera or some other platform, they give you a certificate from with the name of that company, right? It's like that. Okay, you're asking about conservation of energy. Yeah, so as we said, all healing is done by the body, by the intelligent energy or the prana shakti. So it already knows how to heal, how to clean up, how to correct the problems. It is only that we are overusing this vital energy. So when we correct our lifestyle, it conserves our energy unnecessarily. We won't be wasting this energy. It's all the same energy. It's all inside the same bucket. From the same bucket of energy, some is given for digestion, some is for exercise, everything, right? So when we conserve, the body has more energy, so more healing can happen.
Yeah, so we will be sending more information about vital economy and conservation of energy, stages of disease, everything, to the course, in the course group, so that you guys are going to understand more about it. So what is vital economy? Vital economy is nothing but your savings bank account. See, even if you inherit 10,000 or 1 million, it doesn't matter how much it is, but how wisely you're going to be using it is the most important aspect of vital economy or your savings bank account. See, if you are into like buying high-end things and partying all day, that $1 million is not going to be like enough for you even for one day. But if you know how to conserve it and how to live well and how to meet all your ends together, then the $10,000 is going to last you for a very long period of time. That's basically what it is about vital economy. And we're going to be teaching you how do you work on conserving that $10,000, even though it looks like a smaller amount. But if you really work on it, plan on it, how well you can do with your health, that $10,000 will last for a very long period of time when compared to all the spending this $1 million is going to be done. So that's basically what vital economy is about. And we're going to be talking more about this battery charging, this innovation business and everything very soon in the upcoming courses, because that is very important for you to understand. Conservation of energy, vital economy, all of these are going to be told multiple times in different ways, in what way you can conserve your energy. So majority of the drains we're going to be talking about, how we are draining this savings bank account of $1 million in left and right, like, without being mindful. So we're going to be talking about the drains, and we're going to be talking about how we are going to plug it in, how we are going to be conserving this energy. So it's these concepts are super simple. Once you understand what health is all about, a basic understanding of this will really help us, overcome all these health issues and health anxiety and all this that we are doing to our body.
Basvaraj is asking, is vitiligo curable? Yes, Basvaraj, why not?
We just showed you case of Tanmay, right? So she's working on herself.
Yeah, so she has experienced it. It is possible, it may take time, but yes, it is possible. Impact of supplements on the body. Sunira, supplements are also like drugs, so they will also cause unnecessary usage of the body's energy, and it is just like masking the disease, so it doesn't work on the root causes. Couples who are unable to conceive can be helped. Yes, yes, Yogita. So reproduction is inbuilt capability of all species, right? Why is it only humans are going through this problem? Is obviously because we are doing something wrong, and the body has decided that the body is not in a state to bring in a new life. So it is there are some problems in the body, so it cannot handle the growth of a new life in the best possible way. So that is why conception becomes a problem. Once you heal and detox your body, uh, you can get pregnant naturally. So we have many people have come to Wellcure and have changed their lifestyle, and today are parents of healthy babies, including our founder. Okay, so yeah, any other questions? I think we have no more questions. So I hope we see you all in the program. Yes,
Yeah,
it
so
was just a teaser. We did share a lot of information. We'll be going into more depth.
okay. So yeah, more and more information will be shared, but this course is life changing because the connection with the right community is always important. And that's what we do. We do like follow-ups for you, and then we keep asking how you're doing. So everything will be there as rightly handed out to you. And it's totally life changing. So as I said, right, 10 years, I'm not going to trade this 10 years for anything. Even if you give me $10 million, I'm not going to take that. That I can tell you for sure, because money, like, what is worth it if it is not, if it's just if the health is falling apart. So what we said, you are your own doctor. A doctor is nobody other than who is going to create the right conditions around the body, and immediately the disease is going to gradually going to fade away, and health is going to build up. Health and disease do not exist in the same body. All we need to know is how do we give the right inputs and what are the right inputs to the body, which will be dealt extensively in this course. And we already discussed with you important topic about vital economy. So vital force is the one that is the healing force within us. And also we have to learn how to conserve it in order to keep going. So yeah, that's the sneak peek of this program, but more and more to come and more learning to happen. So we will be sharing a lot of recordings, lots of good information, lot of interaction, so that you're going to have in-depth idea about what exactly this whole thing is about. Because I think you guys have lived in too much fear all this time. So it's time to overcome your fears.
Okay, so somebody was asking about liver. If you're not on any medicines, you can come for this course, or you can take personalized coaching also. Both are possible. Will you help in curing rheumatology? What is that?
Rheumatological issues, yes.
Yes. Even if you miss any session, we are giving recordings, and the recordings are valid for 1 whole year. So even if you're traveling, you can join the course. I'm traveling daily, yeah. So you can we give the recording, so you can catch up with the recordings. you can watch it the next day. That's what many people do if they are not able to join. So Mandeep is saying scleroderma. Yeah, so there was Dr. Uma who joined us for coaching with scleroderma, and she has seen wonderful improvements. Yeah, so it is possible to heal. Seems very nice. We'll think about it surely. Yes, Ajay, looking forward to see you in the course. Okay, I guess we can close today's call, Dr. Prashanthi.
All right. We'll see you back on Friday with more and more good information and lots of learning, lot of interaction. Looking forward to health building and empowerment. But again and again, I'm telling you, your diseases or your symptoms or your health issues, whatever you are going to do, whatever you're going through are very minor and simple issues. Only thing is you need the right guide to show you, health guide to show you around, and the right amount of information and knowledge is needed. So yeah, looking forward to seeing you more and more. Explore us more on Wellcure and stay connected with Wellcure. Thank you for all your time and attention.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.